One of the important questions that we need to address is about motivation and leadership. What is leadership? Before we begin to look at what it is, it will be good to evaluate and observe what it is not. Is leadership about being loud? Is it about being a top achiever? Is it about having many people to follow you? Is it about a power trip or an ego trip? All that true motivation and leadership is not. That is a popular myth about leadership and about motivation, that motivation is something to be associated with lot of effort and lot of achievement and lot of satisfaction connected with the ego, and that then extrapolated onto a big group gets translated into leadership. Is leadership really about something so strong and difficult and about trying to prove or achieve something? Or is it something more gentler, milder, more passive? We often see in life that motivation or motivated people are found in the most unlikely situations. The most unlikely situations, many a times crisis situations, very difficult and challenging situations, are the situations that start the process, that lead to trigger motivation within an individual. And it is through a particular challenging or crisis situation that a leadership potential, motivation, the spark of motivation and a leader arises. It's very rare that through a lot of planned training and artificial training that a true leader or leadership potential can be cultivated or can be born. What is it about crisis and challenging situations that are conducive for motivation and for leadership potential? There are many of us who possess some motivation, passion and leadership potential within us, but we find ourselves in life in work scopes, roles that don't necessarily demand or challenge this motivation or leadership potential within us. Whereas in a crisis situation, in a challenging situation, a lot of unnecessary stuff, material from our life is in a way broken down. Crisis breaks down so many notions, myths, preconceived ideas, and lot of unnecessary garbage and rubbish is removed from our life. Yes, it is a change situation, and to that extent, crisis or a challenging situation produces a lot of anxiety, triggers an anxiety complex, a fear complex, and a whole spectrum of emotions connected with that. And that wipes away, cleans a lot of unnecessary garbage and rubbish from our life, from a particular individual's life. And very often, if an individual, if one is attentive and aware, there is a spark of motivation, something very small and simple, almost unnoticeable, which grows as leadership potential. So, most often, true leaders have a lot of humility. They don't have too much of ego or too much of power complex associated with them. When you meet a so-called leader who is on a ego trip or a power trip, that leader, that person, in his or her presence, you feel uncomfortable, you feel it leaves a negative vibe on you. Whereas with a true leader, people who have real evolved intelligence and wisdom, they have so much humility with them that they make you feel good. They make you feel as if you have something valuable and precious within you, which is far better than that leader. And that is the true mark of a leader. And where does this humility come from? This humility comes from passing through that crisis and challenging situation. It comes by realizing that passivity, that acceptance of all those things that are going wrong and can go wrong at any time, and realizing that small spark of motivation or intelligence that remains even after everything else is wiped out. And that slowly, when cultivated and paid attention to with awareness, by itself grows into leadership potential, and that leadership potential has a very different fragrance, originality, creativity associated with it. And that fragrance is detected by, felt by people around, and they can sense the feeling of well-being, the feeling of easiness, comfort with which that leadership potential grows in that person, and that is what attracts people towards this kind of a leader. At samandneil.com, one of our objectives is to help you, whether you are an individual or a business entity, to understand your true passion, drive, leadership potential, and to help you cultivate that, to help you achieve your dreams via our online consulting platform. We can help you collaborate with, we can help you connect with different situations, circumstances, different individuals, that can help you achieve these dreams, that can trigger that hidden potential drive, leadership potential within you. If you have any queries, feedback about this topic, or if you would like to have a free consultation with one of our experts, do contact us on our online platform samandneil.com.